Okay, so it seems like we have even more news to do with Dokibird and the collaborations that she's been doing, which we covered a little bit yesterday, which has been extremely exciting to see. And it seems that there is even more collaborations coming from this, which has been really, really great to see. And many fans are excited for today, especially because this is when all of the stuff is coming out. So again, obviously in the last video, I wasn't too sure whenever it was coming out. It should be today with the whole Apex Legends update. Coming out, because obviously yesterday we covered this post, which essentially was the Apex Legends 7th anniversary X Dokibird, where they did a whole little trailer with Dokibird and yeah, essentially unveiled a collaboration which was a skin which is going to be added into the event for the new update for the anniversary, which again is really great considering how much Doki has kind of interacted with Apex in the past. And yeah, obviously saying it was officially in the game after the one that started her career. And yeah, obviously she has more to say about it. We'll go into that. But it seems like there's been another collaboration kind of thing coming off the back of this too, which is a Dokibird plush, which is coming out, which is a Watson skin kind of version. This one has obviously more of a Dokibird look to it. And again, it is absolutely, incredible to see because, of course, it is with U2s, who obviously are a very big company and work with a lot of, big streamers and creators and stuff. But she's saying, but wait, there's more. To celebrate the launch of my Watson skin, we've worked together with U2s and Apex for a physical Watson X Dokibird plush collaboration. Pre-orders are opening tomorrow on the February the 10th, which is today, at 12 p.m. PST. So again, very, very great to see, and I'm very excited to see this come out. Again, I'm gonna have to check what the prices are, but I probably will get one if, obviously it is still available whenever I look. But yeah, many people are very excited for that because, of course, nobody was expecting even more to come off the back of this. Now, many people have been discussing the skin itself, especially in the comment section, which I do think is a fair enough kind of thing because I was talking about the kind of growth of VTuber collaborations. Obviously, we talked about Kisna being in Fortnite. A lot of people were saying, obviously, the Kisna skin was a much more kind of, I guess, fleshed out, and there's much more stuff with it, which I think is true, right? Fortnite definitely did a very good job with it, and I feel like there was definitely more kind of put into it, I guess. But I still think the Dokibird stuff is cool, right? A lot of people were saying they were underwhelmed and they weren't very happy with it. But I'm going to be honest, I think it is a step forwards in the right direction. And I think that Apex were doing a little bit of testing because, of course, they don't want to kind of put all of their kind of eggs in one basket to the point where it's just like, let's spend a ton of money on like designers and stuff to make a huge Dokibird like bundle or something like that, which again could have happened. But of course, they've decided to just go for the one skin, which is just inspired by Dokibird, which I think is the safest bet for now to kind of get a gauge on how the audience reacts to it and whether this is something that, is worth doing. And of course, in the future, they could work with Dokibird again or other independent VTubers and work on even bigger projects, knowing the kind of audience that they are working with, which honestly, I think is a, step in the right direction. Of course, yeah, you can be underwhelmed or whatever with it, but I still think it is a very, very good and very, very exciting collaboration in general. And obviously, Dokibird put out a message in response to all of this stuff because, she did go live and actually played the game and managed to use the skin early, saying thank you for everyone for all of the support and love for this announcement. I never thought I would get chosen for an anniversary cosmetic for Apex, especially this year since I felt like I was washed and past my prime, plus being stuck in third-person jail. I'm obviously not as good as I was during my peak when I grinded the game 24/7, so I never thought that I would get the chance after this for so long. I would admit my career has pivoted a lot over the years, but it's very heartwarming to see the impact I had on so many people when I first started streaming Apex to now, and how a lot of you still hold the fond memories of my adventures in Apex. I remember when I first started, I've been told I was one of the first big competitive VTubers that represented and shown a light on the FPS EN VTubers side. I remember it being so overwhelming at first. My hands shook a lot during the first couple of weeks streaming Apex in front of a huge audience, and I'd have breakdowns over the pressure from tournaments and the eyes on me. It felt very lonely back then, but over the years, it's amazing to see how many people have gone to the scene and how much has grown. I always get comments from Dragoons saying how I introduced them, a lot of them, to Apex with my love of the game and teaching people how to get better in my streams. Today's stream, I have a lot of Dragoons comment that they were looking forward to coming back to Apex again after watching me, and it really warms my heart to still see the passion from everyone. Apex came out 7 years ago and had a big impact in my life and career, so a huge thank you to the devs for giving me this opportunity to be a part of their game and history. Now, why Watson? Well, the reason I picked Watson was because she was the character that I mained and that got me my first Apex Predator / top 500 all those years ago. So she holds a very special place in my heart. It still feels surreal to be in the game that I dedicated so many hours in, and a game that I loved and obsessed over for years. Thank you again, Dragoons. Without your support, this would have been a far-fetched dream, but now it's real. So yeah, obviously a very nice message from Dokibird there, essentially saying like thank you and talking about her kind of time with Apex. And hey, maybe, you know, the stream will entice either more people to play Apex, but also maybe it will entice Dokibird to stream it a little bit more often. Obviously, she has been very, very locked into like Marvel Rivals and stuff at the moment. As you guys know, we've covered that quite a bit, especially with her collaborating with people like Kingsman. But I do think as well, you know, maybe give Apex another, you know, shot and stream it a little bit more. Because again, it seems like a lot of people are really enjoying that, especially with a lot of the clips that were coming up on my feed recently of people just like kind of sharing just funny moments and things from Doki playing it. And also, I think as well, the fact that she had this new model debut like right before it as well also kind of helped out, I think, in terms of the nostalgia which came out, because of course Dokibird has this new kind of model here, right? Which you know, she's been using. But her, you know, new model debut, if I can even find it on her page, it looks more so like her older model, if you get what I mean, right? It's more of like her more OG model, except obviously they've changed a couple of things around, made it like a more rockstar kind of look, which I thought was cool, because obviously it still has like the old style. It looked like the old style that she used, you know, whenever playing Apex and things. So I thought that was really cool and really good timing for that to happen, because of course I think it boosted the kind of nostalgia factor of Dokibird playing it, because she was playing with a model that looks so similar to the old model that she used to play quite a bit on, right? And of course, a lot of people have been posting kind of things like this. They go, gee, look at Dokibird and Apex skin. Yeah, you can see this is available. And also, the best thing about this as well is that this, I'm pretty sure, is free. As I saw, it came up in like a challenge thing. Maybe that was just for Dokibird, and maybe that's just for like her account because she was trying it out early. But from what I can see, it seems like it is a challenge skin rather than a paid one. So again, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to pick this up for free. But of course, you have to find out whenever it comes out later today in the Apex update, because it seems like they have a pretty big update at the moment with their 7th anniversary. Although, to be fair, they are competing with Overwatch today, as that is also releasing on the same day, which I think is a pretty big move considering how much Overwatch has been hyped over the past couple of days due to the updates that they're making. So yeah, that's gonna be very interesting to see. But of course, you know, I'm very, very excited to see Dokibird's skin within the game, and I'm wondering how many more players are really going to you know, come over and play the game now that Dokibird has been promoting it a little bit more with this collaboration. Because again, there's been so many comments, especially on the original post with the whole like trailer thing, of people saying like they're going to come and play the game now and maybe try it out. And again, I do think it is very, very cool, and I think a lot of people are very excited to see all of this coming out. And also, there's been a lot of people responding to the big thank you message that she put as well. We got Elio here saying, most deserved W Doki. I remember being so invested in Apex after watching you play it all the time. You inspired loads of people. Said, actually found out through a recommendation on a friend who knew you a long time ago as a reference to a female EN VTuber that was very good at the game. When you became active again, I was excited to see you back. I see you as an amazing gamer, and I can't think you have anyone who deserves this more. Congrats, Doki. And obviously, yeah, like I said, and the reason I found you was this past clip of you playing Apex. So again, tons of people saying that they got into Apex because of Dokibird, and now she is finally getting that skin, which has all come back full circle. And yeah, it is very, very exciting to see. But yeah, also, as I said, you know, there is this new plush collaboration as well, which is coming out today also. So again, that is going to be very, very exciting to see. So definitely keep an eye out for that one. And yeah, I mean, just a very exciting overall. And yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go to GameSubs, use my code Kazo, get 10% off. Again, they got a ton of really cool stuff over there. Definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.